Alright, we're out here at a neighbor's place, and I want to just show you what it looks like when you're not using a sludge judge. This is the sock and a 2-inch tube, and we're going to stick it down there and go ahead and show me. He's got the drain coming in right here. The line is plugged at the moment, that's why it's all dug up. But I'm going to first go down through this line, and there shouldn't be too much in it because that's dropping down into, alright, now I just hit it there, and I'm going to push down. And there's the bottom. Okay, and not much there. Now I come over here to the other side where the end of the tank, and it's stuck right there on the top in the sludge, which is common for a tank. I pushed through that. It's probably 3 inches thick. Now I'm going down, and let's see how much sludge we got in the bottom. Now I'm going down here, and we'll see. Okay, this one is got about 6 inches of heavy sludge in the bottom, and we used the sludge judge on it yesterday, and we know the water is quite dirty. So he's going to get this one pumped out, get that sludge pumped out, and we'll treat it with Tank Techs or extra septics, and we'll be good to go. You can see the buildup of sludge right there, which is about 3 inches thick, above the water line. So we're snaking from that end, trying to get this to come through here, but the water comes out right there. If you can see it, see that hole right there? He's snaking that. We haven't gotten to it yet. So that's where the problem's going to be. All right. Okay, back to the neighbors, and the problem was enormous roots in there. This is what was clogging it up, and you can see the inside. They just had to take that whole thing out and start over, which is all you can do in that case.
There's the roots all in there.
Yeah. See that? That is just solid roots. No way that's gonna change. So
there's some more right here coming out.
Yep, you're gonna have to get in there and pull those completely out, but you can do it from there.
Right. Definitely.
No, just roots. Sealed it off tight. Alright, I'd like to recap what we discovered on this video and show you how you can tell the difference between a plugged leach field, a plugged tank, and a plugged line. So when we first were called in on this job from my friend Dave, we found that the tank had a 3-inch sludge cap on the top, and with the sludge judge it had 6 or 8 inches with a lot of floaties in the water. And we thought, okay, let's just pump it all out. The tank is obviously plugged. We don't know if the leach field's a problem yet. We'll just pump it out and then treat it. But as we began to examine it closer, we realized if the tank itself or the leach field was plugged, the water would be standing above the top of the tank because it wouldn't be leaching out into the field anymore. But the water, when we came back with better lighting on the second video, we could see that the water was trickling in, and we began to suspect that because the line itself was overflowing about 15 feet uphill, that it was the line itself that was plugged. So we got a commercial router system, got it stopped about 15 foot in, could not get through it. And then in the third video, we show you right here that we had to start digging and found that the T section, that this line was plugged, but once we opened this up, the water went through. Well, we had to take this whole section out, and it was backed up from here to here and way back up in here, about 2 or 3 feet in every direction in solid root balls. So we took that out and cleaned it. But now the question is, does the tank really need to be plugged? Yeah, there was a root ball plugging it, but because it wasn't above the 12-inch level, we overdosed it a little bit with the Tank Techs for septic. We know we got the line running, and we put a test cover on it so we can monitor it, but it just turned out to be roots in the line. Tank Tex RX will not take the roots out, but that's one way you can develop a sense if the water is above the tank line or above the 3-inch line coming in, then the tank itself or the leach field is going to be compromised. If the water is not, it's probably in the lines. So a little information to help you diagnose what's going on in your tank. Tank Tex RX, pouring it in would not have done a bit of good going into that tank because the problem was in the lines. You got to diagnose where the problem is. That's why we make the sludge doctor with just the stick and the sock, which we showed you in other videos, and in this one too. But that'll tell you if you've got a sludge cap on it, or you've got a lot of sludge on the bottom, add Tank Tex RX for septic systems. If it is not flowing in or it's standing above it, you have other issues you may need to address.